Hello students, how are you all? Okay, good. In this second session, we are going to focus on transformation of sentences. What do you mean by the word transformation? Transformation means changing of one sentence to the another. Now, we are going to apply those rules in the formation of sentences or transformation of sentences. Can you tell me how many degrees of comparisons are there? Yes, positive degree. Yes, comparative. What is the last one? Superlative. Okay. You can say 4 points which is displayed there. The sign, not the sign of the teacher, the sign of the degrees. The first sign of the positive degree, as, or, so as. When you find these sets of words, you can easily locate it is positive degree. Positive degree will have the words as, or, so as. See the next one. The sign of the comparative degree is than, T-H-A-N. Most of you will write T-H-E-N. Students, remember the spelling, it is than, T-H-A-N. The sign of the superlative degree is the. What? The sign of the superlative degree is the. Remember, during the transformation of the sentence, the meaning of the sentence should not be changed. These 4 points you have to keep it in the mind. Again, I am repeating, when you want to locate the positive degree, see the sign. What is the sign? As, so as. For comparative degree, than. For superlative degree, the. And what is the last point that you have to keep it in the mind? The meaning of the sentence should not be changed at any cost when you are transforming from positive to comparative or comparative to superlative. See that the meaning should not be changed. Meaning should be very appropriate. Children, in lower class, you would have not studied transformation. Now we are going to learn. Take your notebook and draw 3 margin with the table column of positive degree, comparative degree and superlative degree. It's just a practical class for you. Take a notebook, draw a table column of 3. In first column, positive degree. In second column, comparative degree. And in the third one, superlative. Are you following me? Are you doing this work? Very good. Okay. In rule 1, in positive degree, it starts with no other. No other. Below that, you can write as, or, so as. These are the words you can find it in rule 1. Okay? In rule 1 or in positive degree, you can find no other. Second column of comparative degree, you all know than. Isn't it? I already told you the sign of comparative degree is than. You are going to add 2 or 3 words in that. In comparative degree, you will add than any other. Repeat it, than any other. Are you following me? Okay. In superlative degree, you will be adding the word the plus est. Est means the word which signifies superlative degree. For example, the best, the tallest, the shortest. Okay. You have to add the word before the superlative degree. What word you will add before the superlative degree? The. Are you following me? Yes. Again, I am repeating this column. In rule 1, the positive degree has no other. The comparative degree has than any other. In superlative degree, the plus adjective. Okay. Now, I have displayed an example for you of all the 3 degrees. See the positive degree. No other boy in the class is as good as John. Read all of you. No other boy in the class is as good as John. Students, which is the subject there or which is the noun there? I am going to teach you 2 simple steps for you to find out the subject or noun. If you are related to the noun, proper noun and common noun there, or you can say subject or object. Which is the subject there or about whom we are speaking there? We are speaking about John. John is compared with whom there? John is compared with the boys in the class, the boy in the class. Comparative degree has only 2 persons, John and boy, other boy. We do not know the other boy there, isn't it? So, boy is common noun, John is proper noun, or John is the subject, boy is object. When this sentence is changed into comparative degree, we have to start it with subject, isn't it? Remember, in the first part of the example, the positive degree starts with no other. Again, the positive degree starts with no other. So, when we are changing positive degree to comparative or superlative, we have to focus only on the subject. The subject means not English. The subject is about the person whom we are speaking here, or about the proper noun there. Who is the person there? Come on. Yes, John. John is. Again, the word good is replaced by the comparative degree of. What is the comparative degree of good? Come on, refer to your irregular adjectives. Yes, better. John is better. Apply the words that I have given you in the column. John is better than any other boy in the class. John is better than any other boy in the class. Children, don't worry. It is just a replacement of the words. You need not change the sentence, just the replacement. Okay. Now, this comparative degree is changed to superlative. The same step. For the same step, superlative degree will also start with the subject. John is the best boy in the class. The superlative degree of good is best. Before that, you have to use the word. What is the sign of superlative degree? The. Okay. So, the sign that you add in positive degree will not be added in comparative, isn't it? Can you identify? What you have added in positive degree will not be added in comparative. What you have added in comparative will not be added in superlative. Do you find the difference there? Already I have made you 3 columns there. No other than any other, the plus est. the words which is there in the column will not be repeated in the other sentences, isn't it? So, again you have to find, again I am explaining this sentence, find out the adjective, whatever may be the degree, it may be a comparative degree or it may be a superlative degree or it may be a positive degree. It is very easy for you to find the adjective there. If it is a comparative degree, you can find the key word, the sign word, than, or you can find the word ending in er, isn't it? When your question is in superlative degree, the word will be in est, or it will be, you can find the word the. Or if your question is in positive degree, what is the key word? No other, isn't it? So, remember, the positive degree will start with no other, the comparative degree will have than any other, and superlative degree will have the plus est. Remember very carefully, the positive degree will not start with the subject, it starts with no other. The comparative degree and superlative degree will start with the subject. Can you find out whether the meaning is changed there? Have I changed the meaning in that sentence? No. You are correct. The meaning of the sentence has not changed. It remains as it is. I have only replaced the word. Just replace. If you find out, if you observe the example very carefully, you can follow the next rule. Shall we move to the next rule? Students, again you make a column of 3, positive, comparative and superlative. I hope you are doing the work very sincerely and honestly. Okay. There you have used no other. Here you are using very few. Have you observed the difference there? No other in rule 1, very few in rule 2. Isn't it? It's very easy, students, for you to understand. It's very easy. Only the replacement of the words. The same steps. In place of no other, in rule 2 you can find very few. In comparative degree, there you find than any other. Here you can find than most other. Than most other. In superlative degree, in rule 1 you can find the plus est. Here in rule 2, one of the plus adjective in superlative degree. One of the smallest. One of the most intelligent. Do you understand? A small change there. One of, that's all. The will remain as it is. You will add one of the. Let's look at the example. Very few cities are as developed as New York in the world. Very few cities are as developed as New York in the world. Students, observe the primary verb there. What is the primary verb there? Are. Because cities is plural form. What is the plural that you use for be form? Are. So, we are comparing more cities to New York. So, when we are transforming positive degree to comparative degree, the same step, the positive degree will start with very few. Comparative degree and superlative degree will start with the subject. Which is the subject there? New York. Very good. So, New York is, which is the adjective there? Developed. So, more developed most developed because it is having more than 2 syllables. New York is more developed than most other cities in the world. Don't get confused between rule 1 and rule 2. There you will, in rule 1 you will use than any other. In rule 2 you will use than most other. That's all, only the replacement of the word. Don't worry at all. Again, coming to the superlative degree, New York is one of the most developed cities in the world. New York is one of the most developed cities in the world. Children, remember the change in the verb form. Very few cities, cities is plural, so we are using are. When we are transforming positive to comparative or superlative, we start with the subject. Subject is singular. When the subject is singular, the verb of be form is. New York is. Again, with positive degree of adjective is more developed. Okay, than is very, very important because the sign of the comparative degree is than. Most other cities in the world. There, any other cities in the world. Here, than most other cities in the world. Do you all understand? Okay. Superlative degree. Superlative degree is very easy. Again, starting with the subject. Which is the subject there? New York is one of the most developed. In rule 1, you will use the article the. Here, you will be adding the word one of the most developed cities in the world. Is it very easy for you to find out or distinguish between rule 1 and rule 2? Same interchange methods, but interchange of the words is very, very important. Okay, don't try to change the meaning. Again, I am explaining in rule 1 and rule 2, changing of the words is very important. What word you are adding in positive degree will not be added in comparative. What word you are adding in comparative will not be added in superlative. Only the replacement of the words. If you make the table column very perfectly, you will be able to understand the rule 1 and rule 2. Okay. Let me explain the table column again. Positive degree, no other. Comparative degree, than any other. In superlative degree, the plus superlative degree adjective ending in est. In rule 2, positive degree ends with very few, isn't it? In comparative degree, than most other. In superlative degree, one of the. Okay. Now, the rule 3 is very, very important. Children, you might have learned affirmative sentence and negative sentence. Have you all learnt it? Yes. I can do this work. I cannot do this work. What is the difference? I can do this work. I cannot do this work. What is the difference you find in these two sentences? A sentence which has the positive without adding the word no or not will be in affirmative form. A sentence which has NO or NOT not will be in negative sense of negative sentence. This is very, very important because rule 3 will not have superlative degree. That's why I focused on the first two rules. Rule 3 is very, very important. Whenever you remember rule 3, or sometimes this rule 3 will be taken to first place in order not to make you to forget. Here, rule 3 which I have showed in this display will not have superlative degree. Will not have the superlative degree. Why? Because the comparison is made between only two persons. Isn't it? here you can find a boy compared to a girl, isn't it? Read the example. The boy is as strong as the girl. Children, which is the subject there? No, without looking at the display or without looking at a television, I already told you. Positive degree will have the subject in the end of the sentence, isn't it? And comparative degree will always starts with the subject. It's very easy. The boy is as strong as the girl. So, which is the subject there? The girl. The girl is. Now, see a question. A question is affirmative or negative. I already told you affirmative will not have the word no or not. Negative sentence will always have no or not. When your positive degree is affirmative, your comparative degree will have the negative form. Add NOT, not before the comparative degree of adjective. Comparative degree of adjective. Write the subject first. The girl is. The negative form not. The comparative degree of the word strong, stronger than the boy. Don't get confused with the first two rules. Than any other, than most other. No, don't do that. I have added only the sign of comparative degree than the object. The boy is as strong as the girl. The girl is not stronger than the boy. It's very easy. The change that you are doing here is adding of the word NOT. What is that? Not. If your question is with negative form, if your positive degree is in negative form, your comparative degree should be in affirmative form. Vice versa, that's all. No need to worry at all. It's very easy. Again, I will explain. The boy is as strong as the girl. Which is the subject there? The girl. Start your answer in comparative degree with the girl. The girl is negative form, not. The comparative degree of strong is stronger than the boy. Is the rule is very clear for you? Now, let us discuss these questions. Martin is not so honest as his brother. Children, read that sentence again. Martin is not so honest as his brother. Find out the question whether it is affirmative or negative. The question is negative because it is having the word not. Very good. Second step, find out the degree. Positive degree or comparative degree or superlative degree. The question is positive degree because the sign word is there. So as is there. The third step, find out the rule, whether the question belongs to rule 1 or whether the question belongs to rule 2 or the question belongs to rule 3. It is rule 3 because I already told you the negative sentence of the word not will appear only in the rule 3, isn't it? Very good. So, the choice is there. You are having 3 choice. Which choice you will take as the answer for that question? So, the question belongs to rule 3. The question is in positive degree. So, when the question is in positive degree, in rule 3, it should not have superlative degree. So, which option you will take there, my dear students? The option is C, the last one. His brother is more honest than Martin, isn't it? Because if you take the first answer, it is rule 1. If you refer to the second answer, it is rule 1, positive degree. The remaining is the third one. Don't take the remaining one. I am just comparing the answers. Okay. So, Martin is not so honest as his brother. Explain again how you have to find out. Find out whether the question belongs to rule 1, rule 2, rule 3. Okay. Find out the sign words. So, this question has the word not. It belongs to rule 3. Isn't it? It does not have superlative degree. Okay. See the second. No other boy in the class, no other boy in his class is so tall as he. Yes, very good students. From the sign word itself you understand it is rule 1, positive degree, because it starts with no other. Isn't it? What is the sign word of superlative degree in rule 1? It is only the plus est. The plus est. Let us discuss the answer there. The first answer shows comparative degree. The second answer shows rule 2, superlative degree. The third answer shows the correct answer, because the question belongs to rule 1 in positive degree. The answer is rule 1 superlative degree, that is he is the tallest boy in his class. Okay. Let us see the third example. Very few students in the school are so talented as Mary. Children, find out the rule, whether it's rule 1 or rule 2. Rule 2. Why? Because it starts with very few. What they have asked you there, they transform you into comparative degree. In comparative degree rule 2, it starts with than, most, other. Isn't it? See the answer for the question. Mary is more talented than any other. This answer refers to rule 1 in comparative degree. So, it is not correct answer. See the second. Mary is more talented than other students in the school. Than other students. Isn't it? So, it may be rule 3. Rule 3 in comparative degree. The third, Mary is more talented than many other. Okay, many other students in the school. Mary is more talented than many other. Okay, most other you can say many other. Okay, Mary is more talented than many other students in the school.